where we will have no regulations. It's like going to be like a power reactor explosion of prosperity and progress and health, and overtaking chronic diseases and heart disease, cancer, even aging and death. America is a nation of builders. Soon, you will be free to build. Elon Musk. We're entering a phase where a future of wealth is going to belong to you. As a matter of fact, in 1992, I wrote a political manifesto called A Future of Wealth Belongs to You. And the premise of that was removing regulations, which is what Elon Musk plans to do over the next 4 years. My idea came because back in those days, the computer power was just dropping costs and soaring with greater power for lower costs. And I realized it was moving so fast, the PCs, the personal computers, that the government couldn't get its regulatory grip on the computer field. So I witnessed how people could put in their pocket today that only Fortune 500 companies could afford in the past. So I saw this inability to regulate, and the result of that was wealth, future wealth, buying power. And I realize now we're going to experience, American people are in for a real treat over the next 4 years, because we're going to experience this explosive buying power. Some of you know, over a dozen years ago, I actually started a third party called the 12 Visions Party. I got a little more sophisticated the second time around, and I wrote a political manifesto called Make Everyone Rich, Including the Poor. And it was based on this whole concept that Elon Musk is about to take America into. And I heard that Ron Paul is going to join Elon Musk on this mission. So we're in for a really exciting 4 years and then beyond. I believe that we are going to make everyone rich, including the poor. I believe we're going to wipe out poverty over the next 4 years.
Wipe out poverty?
Wipe out in America
4 years?
Over the next 4 years, because of this reducing the regulatory burden on builders. Let builders build. Build, baby, build. That's what's going to happen over the next 4 years. And as a result, it's going to have a great technological revolution where the cost of goods are going to drop dramatically. It's going to be the opposite of what we experienced the past 4 years, where instead of everything becoming more and more expensive, everything is going to become more and more affordable.
So what is the thing that's going to have the most impact over the next 4 years? Is it going to be what Elon Musk does, and all these other people do? What will have the most impact?
Reducing regulations. People don't realize the regulatory state, how much it drives up costs, and it prevents things from happening. That's why we had a great computer revolution in the late 20th century. Now, in the early 21st century, we're going to have a great technological revolution thanks to what's coming, where it's not just the computers, it's not just the internet, it's not just AI. It's going to spread across the entire industrial landscape. Our buying power isn't going to leap and bounds just over computer buying power. It's going to take leaps and bounds over everything. Mark my words. Give us 2 years and we're going to more or less wipe out poverty in the United States.
Just by reducing regulations.
Just by reducing regulations. People don't realize the power of this because they've never actually witnessed it. However, we have a harbinger. We have the cloud before the storm with the computer revolution of the late 20th century.
What do you mean cloud before the storm?
The computer revolution is like a little cloud there. And look how much buying power soared in the computer industry. Well, that's just a little cloud before a great storm of prosperity is going to whip up everyone, including the poor, into a great prosperous life.
All by reducing regulation.
All by reducing, if not wiping out, most regulations.
And so how does that work? And what specifically does reducing regulations, how does that result in this?
It frees the geniuses of society. Is not Elon Musk a genius? You free him. Look at the regulations he had to go through just to launch his rockets. He had to, the sharks and the whales, and he had to run through all these regulations to make sure that a rocket doesn't land on one of the sharks in the ocean. That's an example of regulation just holding back progress from moving at the speed. Don't even get me started on the FDA and what that has done to preventing cures for very chronic and fatal diseases. Not only are we going to see our wealth explode, but we're going to see advancements in the health industry like you've never seen before. As a matter of fact, if we completely remove these harmful regulations that hold everything back, we'll very quickly cure cancer, heart disease, and even aging and death. I'm taking this concept to a whole new level where we will have no regulations. It's going to be like a power reactor explosion of prosperity and progress and health and overtaking chronic diseases and heart disease, cancer, even aging and death. The whole idea behind the new country, Immortalis, is that we remove all regulations. There's no such thing as, I'm going to say the big word here, initiatory force. That's initiating force as opposed to self-defense force. We will have a prime law that doesn't allow any government, any person, any business to initiate harm on any other person or business. What that does, it completely frees industry and technology to soar with no limitations, nothing holding it back. And everything is based on a mutual value exchange. So if it's not providing immense value to the people, it won't survive because the people won't want it. So this is going to be the next big step beyond the next 4 years, is going to be Immortalis. So this is an all hands on deck. It's in over 30 countries now. People from all over the world are involved. This is going to create the greatest country to have ever existed on planet Earth. Get involved. Find out more about it. Go to joinimmortalis.com. That's joinimmortalis.com. I'll see you there.